Hello, everyone, and yeah, also, if you guys have noticed, I had changed my name to Assassin Keyblade Productions since I just want to make it differently. So, welcome to the third and final episode of Let's Talk About series. So, yeah, this is technically the saddest thing. This is the final episode of Let's Talk About due to this quality I have with the motel that I'm using. So, let's see what wiki we're talking about. And no, this is not the Adventure Team related one, thank God. But this is something I also did kind of thought was cool. But looking back on it, it's not as great as how I remembered. And what is this? It's called Legend of the Multi-Universe. Both the wiki and its series itself. Well, technically I'm looking into the wiki for so far, so if you guys are wondering, what is this Legend of the Multi-Universe? Well, as it says in this wiki page, what is the multi-universe? Oh, thank you for the information. Although I would question why people think making giant pages would be cool, which is not, because it just kind of makes it look messy and you may not be able to read the whole thing. Am I the only person who thinks Disney Wiki does it better with articles and pages? I'm just asking. So, here's what the whole thing is. It says, if you guys can't read because of the blur, sorry about that. Hopefully I'm going to get great quality. You guys might be able to see words there clearly. So, the multi-universe is an amazing plane of existence in the imagination. Yeah, you see how there's no N in imagine in it, so the N is down there, see what I mean? If you do that, it's just going to be weird if you make images that big. Where worlds do indeed collide, different heroes from different stories meet up and have different adventures with each other to fight villains from different worlds who team up. Well, as Vic's Dojo Fox says, we use a point from Super Smash Bros., not every hero and villain gets along. So, you guys get that information. Here's that wiki page, the main page itself. I like how it says logic. Screw logic. Goodbye, logic! I didn't say that. I just thought I'd say goodbye, logic! This is the multi-universe where worlds and universes do indeed collide and lots of cool things can happen. Don't tell me. This is like Pooh's Adventures kind of thing, isn't it? Unless this is inspired by it. So, I think the person who come up with it was, I don't know who originally did it. I think it was Men's Lady 125 who thought of this. Although I did warn her about Ralphie, of course. So, there are videos of this, each of them, some from different users, not just from Men's Lady, but also from Mystery and Fantasy Studio and Bridal Spirit 007. So, I'm going to use this video as an example. Just to mute this down just in case to be safe. Oh, wait. I have seen this. So, I'm just going to use this as an example. This is called Legend of the Multi-Universe Armageddon Part 292. Good lord, that's a lot of chapters, or parts. By Dave E.G. 502. Here's how their videos go, with their subtitles there. Well, at least you guys can see better than this. Yeah, you see how they do with these videos? Show different images of characters and then adding subtitles, but they would at times add music to it. So I'm going to list something. When I showed that to Fattest Cat, she did say, That is so strange. Which, yeah. So I did list some things, and I'll just say that what she said it was Spawn was kind of funny. I think that should be a meme. So, number 1. Maleficent and Jafar are a married couple. And their son being Myodismon, but becomes a good guy. Yeah, these two are hitched, and Myodismon is their son. Is it just me, or did they just took an inspiration from Pooh's Adventures? I doubt this is part of Pooh's Adventures. And... oh yeah, I almost forgot something. Hold on. And number 2... oh. I'm getting all mixed up, aren't I? I am so sorry. Okay, so number 2... an OC named Christine is the daughter of Magna Angel Woman and Supergirl, and is Buzz Lightyear's girlfriend. Hold on. Which Buzz Lightyear? That Buzz Lightyear. Okay, back to number 3, which is this one. The Autobots are portrayed as gods, and Optimus Prime acts all Jesus Christ, while Primus is the literal god, the god of all gods. And the Decepticons are evil gods, while Megatron is portrayed like he's Satan and the god of evil. Just because alien robots were created by an alien god robot doesn't automatically mean they are gods also. Okay, now back to this one, which is on number 4. So, Myodismon and Xion are a married couple, and Tails the Fox from Sonic the Hedgehog is their son. Okay, if you guys want to know where that image I got it from, I found it on this one. From DeviantArt. Even though I'm not into to fill in memes, I just found this as the only way I can see these two together. From Princess Josie wiki, if Unikini makes them break up with each other. I'll probably leave the link down below to that page so you guys can find it. And another weird part is that both Angel Woman and Myodismon are the guardians of the multi-universe and the angels of Disney. That's 5 things I listed for her. And her reaction to all 5 of them: 1, oh no; 2, oh no; 3, oh no; 4, oh no! And 5, oh no! It just makes me laugh. I kind of wish she made a video with her say that, just so it'd be meme-worthy. I can see that as a potential meme. But she kind of figured I'd laugh at that one. How many people out there think that should be a meme? Just for any situations or their opinions on certain things. So, yeah, and now we go to other characters. This one being Zeus from God of War. Again, why make pages so big that you merge the words into a single line? That's just kind of messy. I don't think anyone should get this inspiration from that. It's just going to make the words messy, and it's supposed to be hard for people to read. And not only the King of the Gods, and a reforming god villain. Oh, great. Another fan fictions where we make people from villains to heroes. I just hope they don't do Jack Horner. Big Jack Horner. And of course in the page I read as he's the enemy of Mark Alburn, from Soul Eater. There's her page. About time we got a page that's not all lined up words with big images. Very good. Never mind. Oy, oy, oy. I'll leave the link down below to both of these pages. Well, each of them, of course. And of course, there's Dib. I remember there was a video series of Slade and the Villains where his partner is Anti-Cosmo. Don't think I can find that anywhere. And I know in this one, Dib is Slade's and Anti-Cosmo's arch enemy, and Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls is his girlfriend. Yeah, those two are hitched. I'm not big on Invader Zim. Sorry, but I can understand why people like it, but I know Bubbles is technically from elementary school, but is Div kind of a middle schooler? I'm just asking, because that sounds like big trouble. And plus, when I was going through this wiki, turns out this dude is part of this, well, he only did 2 since 2014 on Devils and QB. Although when I told Faddis I found out he was in this wiki, she did say, I don't want to sound like a jerk or anything, but for some reason, that doesn't surprise me. I asked her if it's because he asked so many suggestions, and she said, oh, definitely. Uh-huh. And the other one that did surprise me was a user I known from both Disney War Wiki and non-Disney War Wiki, which she did made. Maroon96. I was surprised to know she was in there, and she did a lot more than the other guy did. All the way through 2016. Although, to be honest, I did question some of the alliances. Like, she did originally thought of Pennywise, the leader of the Creeping Death. Then the New Order, which made me think Alex DeLarge from A Clockwork Orange and Anne from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream being in the New Order, which to me makes me question that. Which I will be honest, I even questioned about that. On Yahweh's Divine Hierarchy, which I did change it to Bunavelsa, which people like Bunavelsa than the Yahweh's Divine Hierarchy. You know, that dude, that version from Shin Megami Tensei. But I guess people just like the Bunavelsa from Final Fantasy more. So yeah, the alliance of that Yahweh's Divine Hierarchy, New Order, Regiment of Nature, and Pennywise's Creeping Death, that's all on this person, he or she. I will admit, I did question that, although Faddis, when I showed her that that person's also part of it, she just said, okay. So I guess that didn't surprise her too. And when I asked Faddis if she finds all of this cringy, she said, yeah, all of that is very cringy. But what are my thoughts? It's just not as good as I remember when I was young. It's just not. So I'm sorry to anyone who did enjoy this stuff. I'm sorry. I know I no longer have a like to this stuff. I now see it as just weird and needs more better writing and stuff. I'm just, better improvement and stuff. And here's an example of why I think Disney Wiki does better pages than anything. I will use this as an example. Instead of just making huge pages with the words lined up together, see how they do it? It's much better. I'm just saying. And also from Universal Studios Wiki, that also did that. Hold on. Also a good example of how these wikis should do. Instead of just making huge pages where the words are lined up, just make it kind of like this. I'm just saying. So, yeah, I may not be into that stuff anymore since I don't see anything that's positive about it. I just see it as weird and stuff now. Sorry to anyone who enjoyed this, but that's just my opinion. I just don't see anything that's great about it. Or anything that's good. I mean, I can see some potential in this kind of crossover, but I just think it needs some better improvement, in my opinion. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it does need improvement, or do you think it just doesn't need to exist? Let me guys know in the comments down below. So yeah, this is the final episode of Let's Talk About Series. Now I got one more video to make with this quality, so see you guys later.